Alrighty then. I've been tired all fucking day. I don't know why, but I've been tired all day. But hey, my body is still functioning perfectly fine, even if I didn't get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Ah, but anyways, wait, how much hours did I get of sleep last night? I think I got either 6 or 4. Yeah, between that number. Probably 5, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. What's going on, guys? Lotus What Is here, back with another video. This is part 2 of What If Deku was in Guardian Tales. I have not progressed in the game. Now, the only reason for that is your boy's stamina was really low. I'm not gonna lie. So, here's the thing. So I was in the mirror dungeon. Like, I legitimately, wasted all my stamina on the mirror dungeon. The worst part is I didn't get one thing. Like, dead ass. Not one. I was legitimately grinding for them earrings. I got pissed that I didn't get it. But hey, what we learn. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of how it went for me. But anyways, I was able to replenish my stamina, like, legitimately just now. But anyways, alright then. Whew. Okay. If you see me not posting this, if you see me not posting this, it's either I advanced in the game or I'm grinding to advance. So, yeah. But anyways, let's start. Last time I left off, Deku was dragged into the portal by, well, the dragon's tail and everybody else. So we're gonna start off from there. Now, since Deku's the only one that's able to actually use spatial magic, since none of them can really use spatial magic, and this is going by the rules of the game, like, for real, the creator should add spatial magic, like, shit, spatial magic, lava magic, acid magic, like, shit, flower magic too. Like, there are many types of elements in the world that you could be using, like, hell, a part of, earth magic, shit, metal's a part of that, titanium's a part of that, anything that's connected to the ground is earth magic. All right, anything that's connected to the ground, anything that's not like man-made, that's connected to the ground, that's earth. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, Deku, he uses every other element except for time. Now, Deku, he's currently passed out. All right, he's currently passed out, and they currently don't have a home to live in, actually. they can't, yeah, I know, the whole palace and stuff like that, but they can't, really do anything, since none of them really use spatial magic, because the game don't have spatial magic, so, and I'm not gonna mess up with the game, it's magic. But anyways, yeah, since they can't use spatial magic, they can't really enlarge the house back to normal. And plus, if they did, that'd be a bad sign, because it's supposed to be in the sky, not on Earth. Like imagine you see clouds growing from the ground. What's your reaction? Oh shit! There's a god down here. Oh god! There's a threat. Like, the first thing you think is that's not a good sign. Either somebody's come to invade the planet, or that's a god, or some shit like that. So, that's not a good sign for us humans. But anyways, yeah. So, basically, Deku, he's currently knocked out. Alright, like I said, I said Deku was level 10,000. Yeah, Deku was level 10,000. Now, Deku, he's level 10,000 and practically one of the lowest levels. Well, not really lowest of levels. He's actually the highest level. If it were in his world's term, he's the highest level and he's the strongest one out of both worlds. But the thing is, even if he's the highest level of both worlds, he's still practically weak, since he's practically not able to do that shit twice. So he'll have to train even harder. But so basically, Deku, they end up finding a cave where they're able to style it with earth magic. So yeah, they're able to use earth magic to actually fix up the house and stuff like that. And yeah, so they made Deku a bed because he's out cold and shit like that. So Deku, he's out cold for actually a week because he's replenishing his ki and his chi. Not only that, he's also replenishing his magic. He had to use his magical power as well. So basically, Deku. Now, let me explain how he had to use them. Yeah, I feel like that's more appropriate. First off is the chi. He used the chi as not much of a barrier, but kind of a layer, a sticky layer. Kind of like how defensive layer or a canceller. Yeah, basically a canceller. It's basically he used the chi as a layer around the whole the slash he made to stop the space from sealing itself back up and keep it like that. Then he had to use his QI or key to open up that hole again. And then he had to use his magic to, well, make that goddamn sword. So, yeah. So basically, Deku's knocked out for a whole week. And Deku, he wakes up in the week, right? He wakes up in the week and he's back to normal. Well, not exactly. He has enough power to actually get up, and that's only 50% of his power, not really the full capabilities of his power. And immediately when Deku wakes up, Deku goes outside of the cave. He goes outside of the cave, and well, he sees the dragon in front of the cave. What should I name the dragon? Hold on. I decided to name him Alistair. And not the demon Alistair, not the radio demon Alistair. No. No, like I named him Alistair due to what the name means. The name means protector. You know, normally I wouldn't be the one to use. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna be creating my own new name. I wanna know, is there a name that means no fucks to give? Shit, I'll probably name my son that. Interesting. If there's a name that actually means no fucks to give, fuck around and find out. I'm naming one of my children one of those names. I promise you that. I promise you. But anyways, yeah, the name is Alistair. He's named Alistair. As basically Deku, he goes outside and he says Alistair. As Alistair, he opens his eyes and he says, "Huh, Master?" As Izuku says, "Yeah, what happened while I was asleep?" As Alistair immediately jumped on Izuku, saying, "Master, you finally woke up." As Izuku was like, "Huh? Finally woke up? What do you mean?" As Alistair says, "Master, you've been asleep for a whole week now." As Izuku, I probably should be saying Deku. Yeah, that's more like it for me. Yeah, it's usually Deku for me. As Deku says, "Huh? A week? God damn it." As Izuku says, "Where are the girls?" As Alistair says, "Well, Master, they went to get materials." He says, "Materials? Materials for what?" As as Alistair says, "Materials for your medicine." As he says, "Medicine?" As that's when Izuku finally looked down. He noticed that his body was covered in, well, some kind of greeny paste, and, well, not exactly his whole body, but certain parts of his body that were at least harmed while he was opening up that, well, the space and while he was breaking through space and time. Now, the only reason he got those injuries was because of, well, his lack of understanding of time. He understood space easily, not to the highest or the peak, but still he understood it to some extent. As basically Deku says, "Damn it!" As basically Deku, he said, "Oh, alright then." As Alistair says, "Oh, speak of the devil. There they are, Master." As basically all you see is the girls talking to one another and stuff like that. As basically, who would between these pelvis? Yes, her. Hold on. Yeah, pelvis. She says, when do you think Izuku's gonna wake up?" As they all suddenly get gloomy, as then they hear a voice that says, how about now? As they all look forward and they see Izuku, and as basically they all run to him and hug him, saying, Izuku, you woke up? As Izuku said, yeah, I woke up. As they're still crying, they're crying their eyes out, and they're over here saying, I thought you would never wake up. I thought you were too injured to wake up. As basically Gabriel gets off and says, wait, what happened to all your power? As Izuku says, yeah, about that, yeah, I only have 50% of my power. But that doesn't mean it's not enough for me to fly and at least bring us to the house. As they said, alright then. As basically, Deku, you know, he goes to Alistair and he says, Alistair, get up, we're going to the house. As Alistair says, oh, alright. As Izuku says, Alistair, we have to get you stronger so you can transform into your human form. We can't have a living black dragon that's at least a few thousand feet in the, no, not really a few thousand feet. 1,000 miles to be exact. We can't really have you roaming around the world. Sure, you have the ability to shrink, but still, it's kind of dangerous, if I do say so myself. As Alistair says, yes, I understand, Master. As basically, you know, Izuku goes to the sky, real high, actually. Like, 50 feet, no, 30 feet into 30 miles. Yes, 30 miles in the air. As Deku, he has like, he has the inventory thing. He looks in the inventory and he finds the house, including a lot of epic grade equipment. Like Deku has a storage bag that holds a storage bag. Like Deku has infinites of storage bags inside of his inventory. Inside of one storage bag that is holding a lot of storage bags that are holding a lot of storage bags. Now each storage bag just takes one space. So the rest of the space are literally filled, and I mean filled, with epic grade equipment. You may be wondering, how the hell did Deku do that? Like I said, Deku is able to make clones with his ki. Now he can't make a lot of clones since he doesn't really understand how the whole cloning thing works. All he knows is that he can only make it like a clone that looks like him, but not really use his powers. They can only be used to, well, gather ki, chi, and magic. As all he knows that they can walk and stuff like that, so he lets them gather materials and shit like that. So yeah, since it's only 3 of them, Deku actually makes 5 of them. Yeah, 5 seems 5 seems better. He makes 5 of them. 3 of them, no, 2 of them help with he makes 5, so that makes 6 in all. 3 include 2, including the original, are doing the whole cultivation. The other 3 are going around just causing mayhem upon the invaders and shit like that. And basically, Deku got a lot of epic grade equipment while going into rifts and shit like that. And yeah, as basically Deku, he did not hesitate to do anything. Deku also learned blacksmith from the blacksmith because he knows that one day he won't be near the blacksmith, so he'll have to do it himself. So he learned it from the blacksmith, and he was actually able to replicate her. Is it a her or him? I think it's a her. Her sword. Yes, I think it's a her. Yeah, I think it's a her. Her hammer. And yeah, so she learned the skills, and Deku learned about the whole awakening and shit like that, and Deku can't do that, so he just does it to his other party members, including the dragon. He doesn't know how he did it, but he just didn't. But anyways, yeah. As basically, Deku, he just goes around and, goes searching for the perfect spot to place the house, and Deku finds the perfect spot, and he places the house. As you know, Deku and the girls and the dragon, because it's not currently in human form right now, so gotta keep it at that. As it basically, goes inside the house, or castle to be exact. As basically they go inside the castle, and basically they find their old weapons and armor, because Deku was the only one that was using armor, and at that point, Her sword was not with her or anything like that. Like shit. Her whole, I think she uses claws. I don't know how you able to use the claws, but okay then. She uses claws. Her claws weren't with her. The bow and arrows weren't with her, nor were the tiny angels. Them niggas are in heaven, minding their business. Her sword wasn't with her. Like, what the hell? How do you carry such a big ass sword? Shit's making me fear shit and stuff like that. And basically, they go inside the house and ignore that. As basically, they go and, well, they at least relax. Well, Deku, he can't really relax, so he has to replenish his abilities and, well, get stronger since he wants to go back to the world and, well, do shit. But Deku also knows about, well, hold on. Alrighty then, I'm back. As basically, Deku goes to the room that he usually uses to cultivate. Now, Deku, yeah, he knows about like hell mode, insane mode, and shit like that. So, yeah, and he knows about the side quest, but Deku doesn't really do the side quest. As a matter of fact, the only side quest he actually did, I think, was. No, he didn't do the side quest. Yeah, he never did the side quests. Yeah, he never did this. I think this. No, the only one he did was actually the school one. And quite honestly, he didn't really care about the school one or making friends. As a matter of fact, anyone that got close to him got the shit beat out of them. So, he wasn't really the friendly one. So after like the whole guardian and friends left, Deku became the top of the school. And people tried to challenge him, but he beat their ass. Until he finally graduated, which everybody escaped from. And basically, Deku just went on with his way. Still with the popularity, by the way. And then there was like the whole dungeon thing. Deku was really popular. Like shit, there was the school popularity thing and now the dungeon popularity thing. But anyways, yeah. So, basically, Deku was actually number 3 when it came to the popularity thing in the dungeons, because number 2 was the Guardian, number 1 was I forgot that guy, I forgot that dude's name. I forgot that dude's name. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot his name. Shit, that man was so irrelevant to me, I didn't even care about him. But let's be honest here, we all hated the dude. We all hated him. We all hated the dude in the dungeon map. Like the main reason we hated him was because this man was over here stealing our fame. Like shit, the amount of times we helped the nigga. Like, yo, sons legitimately ran to the nigga saying, "Oh, you're so great," and shit like that, bro. I clearly watched y'all watch me do the work. What did he do? Man just stood there and talked to his team. Like, do you want to get respectfully violated? I'm telling you, the amount of temptations I had to legitimately grab the dude's helmet and drag him all the way to those lava pits and drop him into it? Oh, nah. Oh, I was feeling some different, like some other type of Black Air Force energy at that moment. Like, it wasn't Black Air Force energy that was going through my mind. No, it was Black Air Force activity. Like, I was legitimately tempted to partake in Black Air Force activity. Like shit, the amount of times that my phone nearly went flying to my wall because of me being so angry at this dude. Oh, you wouldn't want me around your house. It's either there would have been that one point that my phone either went flying into my wall, flying into my window, flying into my doors, flying into the ground, or either flying into the next person that steps inside my room. But anyways, yeah. So basically, Deku, he's basically meditating here. Now, Deku, since he has reality manipulation, not a lot, but only enough to at least manipulate like the ki, chi, and mana in the world and shit like that. So since there's nobody actually able to use the mana in the world, yeah, they're using it. Well, they're using it because it's kind of quirks, supernatural phenomenons. It's kind of quirks and shit like that. But they just don't know it's, well, mana and magical energy. So Deku just ignores them and doesn't speak the truth to them because he feels like they don't deserve it. And he's absolutely damn right. But anyways, yeah. Now, Deku He meditates, alright? He stays in seclusion. Like, legitimately, he stays in seclusion. Now, at this point, like, people are still in school and stuff like that. And it's not the 10 months training arc part, because they're still in high school. You at college in this. So, yeah, there's your high school, you're at college. Alright then? Alright then. Alright then. Alright? Good. So, basically, they're still in school. School's gonna end in like a few months and stuff like that. So Deku stays for a month, and Deku in that month, like a few months, like at least 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. It's basically Deku. He stays in that seclusion for 2 months. All right, 2 months. In that time, he replenished his energy, but also surpassed his limits, and he was able to boost himself to at least level 20,000. He still feels like he's at a point where he's not strong enough. So you know the vibes. So Deku, for the first time in his life, proceeded to go to the side quest, which I never did. I'm dead ass with you. I never did the side quest. Like, the only one I did was perhaps the actress one, the trick or treat one, and the school one. And I didn't even do the actress one and the school one that much. Like, the school one, I almost finished. I almost finished it. Like, I almost finished it the other day, but I just gave up. I was like, I could do this some other time. But anyways, let's proceed. As basically, oh yeah, if you're a new starter if you're starting the game, what is a pro tip I can give you? When it comes to the awakening, like the crystals, the strength, yeah, the awakening crystals, put them on one character, and that's your strongest character. Like, the character that's gonna be carrying the whole team. Mine is currently Rue. I know, right? The elf. That's crazy. I mean, shit. Is there a problem? That's my That's my 4-star unique character. Like, yes, she's legitimately a 4-star. But I put her in the training room. But we don't care about that, do we? No, we don't. But anyways, yeah. I'll probably be adding 2 more people into the ship, but I don't know. But we'll wait and see. No, the ship is not going to be the Beanie Princess. I'm not adding that princess. I promise you that. I'm not adding her into the ship. You'll never see her as a ship. Because at this point in time, like, once you get to chapter 10, you just start feeling sad. Like, shit, she was so happy when she was little. Like, shit, she was so happy. She was a bean. Why the creator had to do this? Like, bro, why would you make such a cute and cheerful character just for her to be gloomy and depressed? Like, bro, you're just asking for me to fight you. Like, you know how much times I just sat there just looking at her character run around Heaven's Hold, just giving presents in the Christmas events, just going around minding her business. Like, that shit hurt. My nigga. Why would you do that? Disrespectful. Well, anyways, yeah. I hope she cheers up in the end, though. I'm not gonna lie. Alright then. So, basically, damn, I didn't know motherfucker could do that. But anyways, where was I? Correct. No ship shall be the princess. There shall be no princess ship. Okie dokie then. No princess as ship. No princess, okay? And yes, if you're a new starter, save up your diamonds. Also, when you're summoning the airship, wait until there's 4 people, alright? No matter what. Not 3, not 2, not 1, 4 people. 4, alright? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? Alright, if you don't know what 4 is, alright, I want you to take out your hand, right? Alright, take out your hand. Put in a ball. Put up your pointer finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky finger. And put your thumb down. That's 4. Alright? The number that comes before 5 and after 3. Alright then. Okie dokie then. The number it's about to be in a whole minute. But anyways, yeah. Alright? 4, because that's when it's the most lucky and you have a chance of getting a whole a unique character. So, anyways, yeah. So Deku, he got to level 20,000. Now Deku, if he does that whole thing again, he'll survive this time. He'll survive because he has a whole half energy left, so he'll survive. But he thinks that it's not enough because, well, he won't really have defense against anything. So yeah. So basically, Deku, you know, he goes to space. He goes to space, so, and he cultivates there. Well, not exactly. He stays and cultivates for those 2 months. He's gonna start doing the space cultivation in, well, the 10 months training period. As basically, Deku, he's basically talking to the girls and shit like that. And basically, he sees the dragon flying and he says, Master, Master, or Master, as he says, yeah, Alistair, what's up? As he says, there's this strange thing outside. As he says, strange thing? As Alistair says, yes, come. As Alistair shows him none other than an airplane flying by. As Izuku says, oh, ignore it. As Alistair says, alright then, Master. As Izuku says, oh, right, Alistair, go to the cultivation room. Cultivate until I say it's time to come out. I don't come out no matter what circumstances, whether we're attacked or anything like that. Do not come out, alright? Alright then. As Alistair says, alright, Master. As basically Izuku says, alright, now that's taken care of. As basically the girl said, but won't you need the cultivation room later on? As Izuku says, I could just do it in space. It holds more QI energy there anyways. As they say, alright then. As basically all the girls are at least level 10, 1,000 or 2,000. Alright? Yeah, I'm not making them that OP as Deku. As basically Deku stays with the girls for the remaining 3 months, and you know, they have fun, they do it and shit like that. They go explore the world and stuff like that. And Deku, during those 3 months, Deku went home to see Inko. As basically he goes home and he knocks on the door. As Inko says, who is it? As he says, special delivery for Inko Midoriya. As Inko, confused because she didn't order anything, says, coming. And she opens the door to see, well, Izuku, but not really wearing the whole armor. As she says, who are you? As Izuku hugs her and he says, it's me, Mom. As Inko says, who are you? As he says, why did you call me Mom? I only have one son, and that's. As she finally catches on, she says, Izuku? As Izuku says, yeah, Mom, it's me. As Inko, she starts crying. She starts crying, saying, Izuku, as she said, I missed you so much and shit like that, until like a few minutes of hugging and crying. She lets go, and she gets a stern face as Izuku's confused because she was just so sad saying that she missed him just a few minutes ago. As he proceeds to grab Izuku by the ear and starts pulling it. Now, even though it doesn't hurt, Izuku acts like it hurts. As Izuku says, ow, 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 mom, stop. As Inko drags him inside as she closes the door and she starts yelling, where have you been? You had me worried sick. I thought you died somewhere. As Izuku says, well, to be exact, it's not that I died, but have you ever heard of being isekai? As Inko says, isekai. Isn't that the thing that, when you go to another world? As Izuku's confused and says, wait, how do you know that? Inko says, you weren't the only one that watched, animated things when you were little. As Izuku, confused as hell, was like, wait, I thought there were no anime in your time. And she says, there was anime, but not at the level of yours in your time right now. As he says, well, okay then. So yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. As Inko says, well, did something happen? Did you die? Izuku said, no, but I did find my lovers and we're kind of married. And as Inko, she hears lovers, she hears married, and she says, no, 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 no. Did you have kids? As Izuku said, whoa there, mom, calm down, calm down. Calm yourself. Calm down, mom. Calm down. As Inko says, as Inko, she's just panicking right now. She's panicking like crazy. As Izuku says, mom, calm down. We do not have kids yet. As Inko says, oh, that's good. As Izuku says, well, not yet. Well, to be exact, it's not that we don't want to have kids, it's just that we can't have them now. As Inko said, why? As he says, well, kind of because of my reputation in that world, if we had kids in that world, but I think we can have kids here. But I don't know if we're gonna have them now, though. You know that sound? As basically, Inko says, so why are you here? Izuku says, I'm here to pick you up. Pack your things, mom. We're moving. As Inko says, but moving where? Do you have money? As Izuku says, don't worry, mom. I have a house. As Inko, she says, okay. As we skip to at least 5 hours later, where Inko's done packing her stuff, and she says, alright, Izuku, I'm done packing. As Izuku, he picks up her stuff with relative ease. Like, it's not even that heavy. As Deku says, alright, mom, hold on tight. As Inko says, huh? Hold on for what? As Deku, he starts floating like Superman would, but carrying two things. One arm carrying the suitcases and shit like that. The other arm carrying Inko as he bolts off faster than Superman. I know, right? Yeah, but anyways, yeah, he bolts off and they're in front of the castle now. As Inko says, what is this place? As Izuku says, this is my house. As Deku opens the door and he says, girls, come down. As the girls come down and shit like that. As basically, as basically, the girls come down, basically. 1, 2, 3, and 4 come down. As basically Inko sees them as she says, who are these girls? As Izuku says, well, mom, I'd like to formally introduce you to, Pelvis, the goddess of war. As he says, goddess? As Izuku says, yes, calm down, mom, calm down. As Inko, she's catching her breath. She's catching her breath, and she's calm. She's calm. She's calm. She's calm. Not worried about anything. Cause if she's with her son, that means that her son was safe. So she says, okay. As Izuku says, this is Lilith, the demon queen. As she hears demon queen, as she's thinking, oh dear God, my son was tortured. As Izuku says, calm down, mom, nothing bad happened to me. As Inko, calm down again. As he says, this is Archangel Gabriel. As she hears, no, Guardian Angel Gabriel. As she hears Guardian Angel Gabriel. As Inko, that's when she faints. Because she's only heard about Gabriel in the Bible or church and shit like that, as she didn't actually know Gabriel would exist, and she didn't, well, she know it, she believed Gabriel existed as well as God, but she never believed that she'd actually get to see Gabriel. As basically Inko wakes up 2 hours later to see Gabriel as she's about to faint, but Izuku legitimately cancels out her ability to faint. As Inko says, why can't I faint? As Izuku says, yeah, I stopped that ability now. Hold on. As Inko says, okay. As Izuku says, well, this is the last one. This is the Dark Angel, no, not Dark Angel, Dark Magician Beth. And, well, the demon, to be exact, the high-ranking one at that. As Inko says, okay. As Inko, she says, well, I shouldn't really be surprised. What's next? Is there a dragon here? As the girl starts snickering and chuckling, as Inko says, what? As Izuku looks up at the sky with the most prideful face of his life and says, "You're absolutely right." As Inko, her eyes widen, she says, "What?" As Izuku says, "But sadly, you can't meet him right now. He's currently doing training, and it's gonna take a while for you to meet him. Probably in the next 10 months. And actually, you're not gonna see me until the next 10 months are over." As Inko says, "Why? I just got you back." As Izuku says, "Well, I'm not going anywhere. Well, I am going to space, but I'll kind of explain it." As Inko says, "Space, but you can't breathe out." As Izuku says, "Well, I can breathe out in space." As Inko says, "Then what are you doing in space?" As Izuku explains the whole cultivation, magic stuff and shit like that, magic, and he doesn't explain how quirks are made out of magic and shit like that. So yeah. As Inko understands, and she's like, okay. As she asks, "But why is your hair white?" As Izuku, he says, "Well, you can say thank you to these two." As he points at Beth and Gabriel, as he says, "Huh?" As 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 Izuku says, "Well, they'll kind of explain it to you while I'm gone. I guess I'll be getting ready to go now. I'm about to go." As Inko says, "What?" As Izuku says, "Well, the 10 months start tomorrow, so I should get packing." As Inko says, "Where were you the whole time?" As he says, "I was currently..." They'll explain it to you. As Inko says, "Fine." As Izuku, he goes and packs food and shit like that. Not really any clothes or anything like that. His clothes, it's just this. As basically, Deku, he says, "Well then, I'm off." As he said, "Alright then." As basically, Deku goes out into space. Now, Deku's not on a specific planet. He's just out there in space, just cultivating. Not crisscross applesauce, like laying the fuck down cultivation. And there's one specific reason he's doing it like that. Like, this man is bare feet. His feet are bare. No socks, no shoes, no nothing. No plastic coating, no nothing. Just bare feet, bare arms, and shit like that. And there's one reason for that, because Deku, he has a space technique that allows him to suck in QI. It's kind of like a vortex in his hands and his fingers and shit like that. So, yeah. But anyways, Deku goes out in space and he's collecting ki, chi, many more. But with the whole 3 clones, well, 5 clones. He has 2 clones, including 1 clone, including him doing QI, 2 chi, 2 magical energy. So, yeah, it's basically Deku stays there, and each month he's able to go further and further out of the galaxy. Till at the end of the 9th month, he's actually close to getting out of the whole universe. As basically, Deku just stays there, and well, that's the end of the 10 months. And basically, at the end of that, Deku, he actually got himself to at least level 3 million. He got himself in level 1 million for each. And Deku says, this should be enough to get back to the world, but I'm gonna leave clones here. As Deku, he respectfully made 30 clones. Like 30 clones. 10 clones ki, 10 clones chi, 10 clones magic. So Deku just goes back home. As Deku got back and, he said, "I'm home." As the girl said, let me actually get a picture of the dragon as a human. Hold on. Alright, so Deku was flying back and he finally got home. Like, it took him a few days to get back. Not that long, just a few days. At least, like a week. And when he got back, first place he went was the cultivation room, because he had to get Alistair out. Now, immediately when Deku walked into the room, what he saw was spectacular and beautiful. He saw that the whole landscape has changed. Instead of it being, like, dark how it was and shit like that, like, it was dark but beautiful and elegant, but still, he got inside and he saw like it was a garden. In the middle of it, he saw none other than no, not this, ignore that. Actually, no, garbage. That was the previous picture for Alistair, but I chose this one. This, yeah. As Izuku says, Alistair? As Alistair says, "Ah, Master, you're here. Is it time for me to get out now?" As Izuku says, yeah, but where'd you get the clothes? As Alistair said, I formed it out of my scales. As Izuku says, interesting. Well, let's get out of here. As Izuku got out to see, well, none other than Inko and the girl staring at him. And Izuku says, huh? What's going on? As immediately Inko yells at him and saying, why didn't you tell us you got home? As Izuku says, I thought you were busy, to be honest. As Inko says, yeah, whatever. As basically, they caught up today and what was happening and shit like that. And Deku says, alright, your entrance exam is next week and shit like that, so are you guys going? As the girl said, yes. As basically, Izuku said, alright. And that's when I'm going to be leaving it off. Because I'm not trying to get into the UA entrance exam now, so I think they could wait, so yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been part 2 of what if Deku was in Guardian Tales. Again, remember I'll be adding more ships to this. Not like a ship that would go as far as to have like 10 girls and shit like that. No, probably make it like 6 or 7. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been part 2 of what if Deku was in Guardian Tales. And yeah, bye guys.